And we are live, and I've got all sorts of stuff going on. So much, I actually had to write down a list so I could remember it all, because there's a bunch. I don't know about you, but I am excited about today's live stream, and it's going to be fun. And of course, then the intro doesn't play. Love live TV. Okay, anyways. Hey, there's your first blooper for the day. Get a good laugh. Hopefully the other little cues don't fail on me. As you can see from my list, though, like I said, I've got all sorts of stuff to talk about. A whole bunch of things. Couple quick announcements I want to get out of the way first. One, if you don't know about it, we have a fan group on Facebook. This is not just a fan page, it is a group where everybody participates. Everybody can post and share your stuff and life things and great events and theme park stories and Disney stuff and your pets and, you know, funny cat videos and whatever else. Great place to have fun. It's been a lot of fun and real active. There's a link in the description for that, so please check that out. There's also links to the Reddit page and my regular Facebook page and the fan page and merchandise and all that kind of stuff, which most of that you guys know, but really wanted to build up the Facebook group because it's just a lot of fun. We had a great live stream last Monday and it just kind of took off a little bit. So please definitely join that. It's been neat seeing how many people are already here waiting and ready to go. So got things like that. Got several fun videos coming up for you the next few days. My last Israel video will be coming up probably on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I have my top 11 favorite coasters so far. People have been asking about this one, so it will be posted up on Tuesday. It's actually finished and ready to go, but should be a lot of fun. I'd love to hear how many people agree with me. And hey, one of the fun things about favorites, how many people disagree? What do you mean you like that? What do you mean that one's not up there? So really looking forward to that. So thank you again for everybody who's been watching and sharing and promoting the videos. I really, really appreciate you. You have no idea. And keep your eyes out. There will probably be another live feed next week, kind of as a surprise, although I'll tell you a little bit more about that. I've got a big, huge announcement coming up later in the video. I've got several smaller announcements, including updates about the Disney trip. This morning was Fast Pass Day, so I got a fun story about booking that, and I'll actually show you what my tentative schedule is for the Disney trip coming up. And all sorts of things. I've got a stack of mail, not a huge one this time, but hey, some good boxes, including one that actually arrived right after my last mail call. So just a lot of fun. And all sorts of things. I am doing great, One Up Girl. Rebecca, thank you so much. Yes, it was an incredibly awesome trip all the way around. Have to glue the strips to your kindness thinking caps. Laura, I love the idea of your Sunday school lesson. Be kind is something everybody should do, and I wish we'd all take that lesson to heart. One of the things I did kind of want to share is something I've done the last couple weeks, and just going to take a couple minutes because I've had people ask me about this, about where do I get some of my stuff that you see behind me in the collection. You know, some of it has come from viewers, but other stuff I just find and pick up. And so looking forward to that, and so I'm going to kind of show you some of what I got. One of the things we have around here in Southwest Missouri is we have a whole bunch of flea markets. Now, where I grew up in California and down in Florida, it was a very different idea of a flea market than what's here. What they call a flea market here is basically a big store or kind of a warehouse business that has all sorts of little booths, and each booth has an assortment of different things that people have rented out the booth and they're selling these things. And it may be dishes, it may be books, it may be videos, it may be collectibles and tools and sports gear and stuff like that. And so I love to go around and check out all these things sometimes. In the last few weeks, I had basically no money. My wife actually is a teacher. She gets paid in June and then doesn't get paid again in July and August. So we go 3 months with no check. But I found about $10 and went shopping. And so Joseph Howarth, you're saying what's a good thing to send me? Well, you're going to actually see a couple things that I found at this. I'll give you some ideas. Brochures, of course, are always huge. I love brochures and maps and magnets. But I found this at one of them. This was 79 cents. It is a candy dispenser for Darth Maul. Just kind of a fun little gizmo, and he actually talks. Let me see if I can hold it here so you can hear him. Watch him not work now. And so just a fun little gizmo to just go on the shelf. And then I also found these other collectibles. And, okay, if you're really into ASMR, I'm going to ASMR you a bit. Okay, that's just... It's nice if you want to sleep. Don't go to sleep on me. But this was all of $1. And it isn't... Sorry, $1.99. And it's an old silver dollar city bell. And so just a real pretty older bell that was there. And I've got about 6 things here, I think, to show you. And they're all wrapped up in paper because they're breakable. But it's just a really neat place. This one I thought was really cool because I actually did a video about this park. And it's no longer around. And I found this in the middle of Missouri. This was $1. It is an Astroworld bell. And just, you know, what are the chances of having a Six Flags Astroworld bell in Missouri? Actually, I think it even predates Six Flags because it just says Astroworld. It doesn't even have the Six Flags logo on it. So, but yeah, neat bell. And then I found a couple mugs too. Is the flea market like a farmer's market? Yes, except no vegetables. It's all different, all sorts of different stuff. And sometimes there's some great things, and sometimes there's absolutely nothing in it. Found my wife a very nice vase for her classroom. That's actually not quite what I was thinking, but hey, it's a pretty vase. She teaches high school Spanish, and so she's constantly looking for things like that. Here's the other one I thought was kind of neat. Okay, for those of you who like Halloween, you'll love this side of it. Dun dun dun. But this is from Six Flags Over Texas. And again, this is in southwest Missouri. And just a really pretty sign. I was like, how cool is that? And that one, that was $3. That was the most expensive piece I bought in all of them. And then these other two, I actually found here in the local one, and I couldn't believe I found these. Total combined, they cost me $4, so $2 each. And you see, they're these real nice, pretty white mugs, but what I loved is when I turn them around. Those of you who don't know, those are the original Walt Disney World logos. These are from the 70s, probably. Certainly not much later than the mid-80s. So just really cool. It's like, saw those, I had to get them. So, so if you're ever looking for stuff for collections and you want to do it cheap, flea markets are a great place to go. Swap meets, things like that, garage sales. And you never know what kind of treasures you're going to find. So, had to share that. All of that is just extras because I know people are asking, where do you get the stuff? So there you go. Just a fun little extra. I know, you're all going, what's the announcement? What's the announcement? It's, I haven't gotten there yet. Time Traveler, okay. Furry Gaming, what you're hearing is new ride things. Most brand new coasters their first year have occasional glitches as the computer system works the bugs out. There's been no real big breakdowns. It'll be down for 20 minutes, then it'll reopen again. That's actually not an unusual thing for any major ride mechanic thing. So, nothing unusual with that, nothing to worry about. Hi, Quentin, for your 5 seconds. It's been to a market for in Blackpool, got 2 DVDs. Yes, so stuff like that, Joseph, is great. What's my favorite meme? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, the Astroworld Bell was really cool. I was real excited about that one. Yeah. What's the announcement? What's the announcement? I know you don't. I will tell you in a little bit. Don't worry. I promise you will. It's worth waiting for. It really is, because I've been waiting for years to make this announcement. And yeah, I really have been. I dropped a couple hints on the live stream Monday, and there were a couple people that think they've got it figured out. But I got a couple pieces of mail I want to open up real quick, and then I'll talk about the Disney trip, and then I'll probably do the package, and then we'll get to the announcement. So this is from Barry. I was talking about kitties on the channel. There you go. There's a kitty. Matt, I knew Matt would be asking about Sandy, and I need my glasses. I put them here somewhere. I hid them behind Darth Maul. Darth, give me my glasses. Don't Maul him. Or not Darth Maul, Kylo Ren. Boy, I'm getting confused. Let's see. Planning on a fall vacation from October 27th to November 1st. Be in Orlando to check out Halloween events at Disney, Universal, and Busch Gardens. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I'd like to do that sometime. Then from November 2nd to 5th, I will be visiting Branson to visit Silver Dollar City. Okay, so Barry, I got to make sure that I get that on the calendar so I can try and hook up with you, because I would love to see you. Found cheap tickets on Allegiant. Yes, Allegiant flies cheap between Orlando and here. And cheap room in Branson. So November 2nd, be flying into Springfield. Might take in a Branson show that night. Be at Silver Dollar City from November 2nd to 3rd, Saturday and Sunday. So, Barry's going to be here November 2nd and 3rd. So why don't we just do a little brainstorming? For those of you in the Branson area and you want to make advanced plans, I'm going to put this on my calendar, and why don't we say Saturday, November 2nd, which is the opening day of all the Christmas stuff. I can guarantee you it's going to be a busy day out Silver Dollar City, but why don't we plan on a meetup? I am actually still hoping to have one next month as well, but I'll give you lots of advance notice. So Saturday, November 2nd, let's plan a meetup at Silver Dollar City. How's that for a spontaneous announcement? Am I going YouTube full-time? No. Stone Dude, I love doing YouTube. I really do, and it is basically a part-time job, but I don't ever anticipate doing it full-time. Who knows what the future holds, though? But at this point, that is not in the plans. Pink Peeker, have I been a time traveler yet? Of course. You got to check out my videos. I got a full video review, including on-ride footage of when I rode it during Media Day. Don't do that normally, but Silver Dollar City actually gave me the camera to wear, so yes, you can check that out. Look at my videos there. Holidays Rock the World. I wanted to get to that for years. Good stuff. Did not hear about the Steel Vengeance incident today, Aiden. Don't tell me that. I really don't want to hear that. You're going to make me really wonder what's going on. What's the most expensive Disney World item I have? Probably some of my pins. I have some cast member exclusives. And there are some things that you just can't really get unless you work there. So, coaster closed today after reports a wheel flew from the track. Ooh, that's interesting. That's something, though, it sounds like it would be a quick and easy fix. It sounds like somebody forgot to tighten a bolt. Not good, but yeah, that's Steel Vengeance. What I'm reading, those who are wondering here, I am looking at Theme Park Insider. Let me flash this up on the screen so you can see it just like I am. And let's see. Closed today after reports that a wheel flew from the track into an area near the queue. It appeared a drive wheel snapped and hit a brake fin, bending it. Wheel then fell near the queue area, which snakes underneath the ride. No confirmation of the details yet. No injuries have been reported. So, so that's kind of what the news is on Steel Vengeance. We will see what happens with that. There you go. Is Sandy napping? Yes. Sandy likes to hide in the back bedroom because there's a bed that she can climb up and hide there. So, Corridor, am I returning to Walt Disney World? Yes, I am in October. That's actually been announced already. I will be there for a few days, and I'll talk about that in just a couple minutes. I got a couple other boxes, and I'm actually going to show you my whole schedule when I'm going to be at Disney World. Today was Fast Pass booking day, 60 days out, and so I was up this morning booking. I was actually up yesterday morning booking because I got my dates wrong. So I was all excited. I'm going to book my Fast Passes because when you're on a Disney plan, you can book them 60 days ahead of time. And so I got up at 5:30 in the morning to be able to book my Fast Passes. Got logged in, all set to go. 6 o'clock hits, which is 7 o'clock Eastern time. And I start loading the page, and it's saying, you're too early, you're too early, you're too early. And I was like, what on earth? And then I finally checked a different page, and I was at 61 days. It's like, oh. So I actually had to get back up again this morning to book the Fast Passes. And that was a bummer. It wasn't a bummer booking the Fast Passes, but just having to do it twice. Anyways, got another box here. This is also from Barry, who sent me the card. Toss it away. And we got a sealed card in here. Miranda, I'd love to go. My problem necessarily isn't the cost of going to Holiday World itself, because I have ways to do that. My problem would be it is a 8 to 10 hour drive to get to Holiday World. So I've got all the transportation costs and then the hotel and lodging costs, and those are what really kind of kills my budget. So that's kind of why I don't go very often. The last time I actually went was when my son was in the area for a national archery tournament. So anyways, inside this box we have a dog. So there you go. Those who want to see a dog, there's a dog for you. Sir Willow, I hope you and Lady Willow enjoy your trip to Disney World in October. You two can enjoy a Dole Whip on me with this $25 Disney gift card if you can get it out. Uh-oh. That's what all this is. Dole Whip! We love Dole Whip. Okay, so we got bubble wrap. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. So, what Barry has sent me is actually, it's a gift card maze. You can see the little ball hiding down there, and I'm going to have to actually maneuver this ball around in there to get it into the unlock spot so I can then actually get the gift card. This is going to be crazy. That's going to drive me nuts. Thanks, Barry! Thanks for the sleepless night, because I'll be... My wife is going to yell at me tonight for playing with this. But thank you, Barry. Looking forward to Dole Whip. So, we've got all of our Fast Passes booked for October. And let me actually show you what our calendar looks like, because this is kind of crazy. We're arriving on Tuesday late night, October 9th. So we will be actually at the parks on Wednesday the 10th, Thursday the 11th, Friday the 12th, and for a couple hours early Saturday morning on the 13th. And so you can kind of see there, there's my mouse for you to be able to see. The green is actually our Fast Pass bookings. The purple is restaurant bookings. This is the meet and greet. I'll talk about that in just a second. I unfortunately could not get Flight of Passage or Slinky Dog booked Fast Pass. So Wednesday the 10th, we are going to be rope dropping, which means being there before the park opens, so we can get Flight of Passage. And then we'll hit Navi River Journey, Kilimanjaro Safari, have lunch, and then after that, we're going to go back to the Animal Kingdom Lodge. My family's probably going to crash and take naps, but it's a short, quick, packed trip, but I wanted to leave a little bit of time for people who did want to kind of say hi. So, at 3 o'clock at the Animal Kingdom Lodge lobby, we are going to do a meet and greet there. So, that is Wednesday, October 10th, at 3 o'clock at Animal Kingdom Lodge. You can get in there without paying for parking, even if you're not staying there. Just tell them that you're meeting a family friend, or that you're going to do a little shopping, and they'll check your driver's license as you come in and let you come in. So, it's a good place to meet, and we'll have a little bit of time while the family takes a break. And then you can kind of see everything else. We've got Seven Dwarfs. We've got Be Our Guest for lunch. We've got Splash Mountain. And then we're doing Mickey's Not So Scary on Thursday the 11th. Friday we'll be at Epcot in the morning, eating at Tepanito. And then Studios in the evening. And then Saturday we'll have like 2 to 3 hours at Epcot before we've got to hop on the bus and dash to the airport. So it is going to be a busy, busy packed trip. I want to grow I hope I can make the Ontario, Canada at some point too. I actually have family history there, so I really, really want to get to Ontario at some point. All right, let me get that turned back off again. Thoughts on Steel Curtain? You mean the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's kind of their defense. I'm not a big Steelers fan. I'm a 49ers fan. Yeah, sorry, Marissa. It'll be October anyways. I've got 2 months till I'll be back down there. So, favorite song? Too many to name, Rebecca. I sing along all sorts of Disney songs. Dole Whip is actually, it's wonderful. Think it's a little bit like a soft serve, but it's a little different. Our fair had something similar to Dole Whip, so if you want to get an idea, look at my fair video from the Ozark Empire Fair, and you can see our local version of it. But, no, I have not done the big announcement yet, Dorothy. It's coming up. John, yes, I am going to Disney World in October, and my wife is going with me, and we actually have a thing in process. My son ended up picking up some extra work that he is doing. He is a film major, and he's doing some major video editing on the side in addition to his regular job, and so we think that they're probably going to be able to come, so it looks like we might actually have all 4 of us. It's not totally in stone. There's still a couple things that we have to work out, but it's looking pretty good. So very excited about that. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily going to drop that all 4 of us are going, because I had some people asking earlier when I first announced the trip, are your kids going? Well, why not? What's going on? And I actually made a post explaining why my kids were not going at that point and how we couldn't afford it. And there were a couple people that kind of took it the wrong way and said, oh, he's begging and asking. And no, I really was not. I was just explaining why at that point my kids weren't going. Well, then I had a couple of people say, hey, I've got some work to do, and we can do this, and if they can get it done, well, then it'll cover the costs, and so right now it's on for all 4 of us. So very cool. So, Do I know where in Ontario my family's from? Some small towns. I'll tell you what, One Up Girl, the easiest thing to do on that is, because I don't have access to my stuff, I can actually look it up later and tell you where in Ontario the family's from, but very small towns. Pittsburgh is one, I do remember. So even though I'm not a Steelers fan, but my family's from Pittsburgh, Ontario. So, my least favorite Disney Pixar movie. Oh, I don't know about that one, Chula Cat. Goodness. See, Pixar really hasn't had that many. Cars 3 would probably be right there. I think that would be the one I would go, ugh. Other than that, I really haven't had any movies I haven't liked. What are my thoughts on the change to Magic Kingdom's fireworks show? Stone Dude, go back to my videos, be from February when I show the fireworks, and you can actually see my reaction to it live. I show the whole show and my reaction, and I talk about it. So, I enjoyed it. I love it. I miss Wishes, but that's because Wishes was kind of my show. But yes, we're excited about the trip. Where does my son major at? Actually, my son doesn't major anywhere now. He's graduated. Both my kids graduated in May from Evangel University in Springfield. Great, great college. Let's see. Oh, and yes, the sound that you just heard, yes, that was my dog running. Sorry, Elizabeth. It's all the clacking of nails on our fake floor. Let's see. Just kind of glancing through. Least favorite ride, Silver Dollar City. Probably the kiddie rides because I don't ride on those. I love everything there. There's very few rides I don't like. So the video I did where I talked about the worst roller coasters, those are really bad if I don't like it because it's hard for me to not like something. What do I think of the changes coming to Epcot in the future? I've talked about this before. I've got mixed feelings. Future World desperately needs an update. Desperately. But I also don't think Guardians of the Galaxy belong at Epcot. Epcot, at least Future World, should be a character-free zone in my idea, in my mind, except for maybe Mickey and them. I love the old theme. I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy fits in. Excited about the new ride. It's going to be cool, but keep the superheroes out of Epcot. Put them at Studios or one of the other parks where they're a better fit. But hopefully we'll see what happens when it all comes together. So, what college did I go to? I went to a little one out in California called Bethany University, and it's no longer there. Okay, so this box is actually from one of my viewers who's been a supporter, sends me equipment and gear. This is actually something that he has sent me to use for the Disney trip. It's also going to get used here for something else I'm going to be announcing in just a little bit. And I'm really excited about this. This is going to be fun. We have been tossing around ideas to use this with. And you can see it's got all sorts of bubble wrap. I love bubble wrap. That's got to sound fun there. Okay, ASMR moment. As I drop things. Ooh, look, it's a mini tripod. Now, what's that mini tripod hold? Well, it holds this gray pouch. And it holds this. That is a 360-degree camera to be able to use on our trips. So when I'm walking in the parks, I'm going to be able to hold this up, and you're going to see my expressions as you're seeing all the parks. And I'm hoping to be able to film like Small World and Pirates of the Caribbean in 360. And so doing some various things like that. So it should be a lot of fun. So if you got some ideas on what you'd like to see me film in 360 degrees, let me know. It shoots HD. That doesn't mean the actual picture you see is HD. It means the whole thing comes out to equivalent. But it should be a lot of fun. So, 360 degree camera. Yes. Thank you so much, Billy Strong. I really appreciate that. How did I learn Spanish? Well, Joseph, I grew up in California where there's a lot of Spanish speakers. We actually lived in Southern California for 6 years. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school and 2 years in college. And then I hung around a whole bunch of people that spoke Spanish. In fact, when we lived in Southern California for 6 years, I actually attended a bilingual church where 2/3 of the service was in Spanish. Good way to learn. Immerse yourself. Okay, is this going to... trying to prop that up so everybody can see it. It's like, camera, new toy. Let's see, maybe I can do it this way. I'll put it in the Disney mug. Not quite tall enough. New camera. So, I'd love to hear your ideas for the new camera. Yes, I have heard of Defunctland, Elizabeth. Love some of their videos. They got some really neat stuff. And Dorothy, do I like to laugh at the GP all the time? Okay. Hope you don't mind me grandstanding a little bit. GP is a expression that really bothers me. GP, for those of you who don't know, means general public. And it tends to be a term that roller coaster enthusiasts use for the people who attend a park. The thing that bothers me is a lot of the people who use the word don't seem to understand that they are GP. That unless you work at that park, you are general public. And I don't care how much you know or how much you think you know, because usually the ones that use it think they know a lot more than they do. And I'm not meaning to insult you, Dorothy. I really am not. But general public is anybody who had to pay to get into the park. Unless, the exceptions I would say would be those on VIP tours like celebrities and special escorts and something like that. I wouldn't necessarily call them general public. But anybody who pays to get into the park and waits in lines and rides the rides, they're general public. So that's everybody. So do I laugh? I laugh all the time. Especially if I'm working at a park or something. So it's fun. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, John Maxwell, Disney's interesting. Their parks in Florida are getting some very interesting things with the themes, and so it's kind of neat to see what's going on with that. So, Matt, how much does Sandy nap during the day? Sandy naps a lot. Ginger, shh, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Okay, she's just going to stare at me. You going to come over, Sealy? Or are you afraid of the paper, too? Yeah, they're just staring at me like, hi. My dogs are dumb. Their nicknames literally are dumb, dumb, and stupid. Because, anyways, I had a couple questions. Have I been to Tokyo Disneyland? No, I have spent a grand total of 6 hours in Japan on layovers when I was in high school. So, no, I have not been to Disney. I haven't been outside the airport in Japan. But one of these days I'll get to go. Somebody else was asking, have I been to Universal Hollywood? Yes, I have, but it's been probably 20 years since I was last there. So it's been a long time. So, One Up Girl, thank you so much. I appreciate the email there. Oh, Kraken's a dive coaster. You hear she makes a comment. I pretty much mean comments like Kraken's a dive coaster. Here's the funny thing, Dorothy. I have heard coaster enthusiasts, people who think they know better, make some of the dumbest comments. Much worse than Kraken being a dive coaster. For those of you who don't know, Kraken is actually a floorless coaster at SeaWorld Orlando. Wonderful ride. It's actually a great coaster. But yes, I've heard all sorts of goofy things. Then, of course, you got the people who like to carry counter clickers on the roller coasters and count each lap they make. Okay, if you do that, hey, great. More power to you, but I've always thought that was kind of interesting. Can I go back to Silver Dollar City? Nope, never again. I hate the park, can't stand it. Yes, Megan, you missed the first part. I'll actually be there in November, and I'm planning a meet and greet in September as well. We typically go a couple times during late September and early October because we love the fall festival there. It's absolutely wonderful. But November, let's see. Let me pull my card up here from Barry. So we are planning Silver Dollar City Saturday, November 2nd. We will definitely be at Silver Dollar City, and I'll get more details on that. As well as coming up in September, we will have a meet November 2nd. Did I say September 2nd? November 2nd. Whew! Kendra, awesome. Yes, I still actually have a couple pictures of people I met, and I haven't posted them up. So anyways, I've talked about Disney. I showed you the schedule for Disney coming up in October. We are so excited about that. Just going to be really, really cool. Wow, we've got all sorts of people here. So lots of people now are watching, so I guess maybe I could kind of start hinting about what's coming up. So about 2 weeks ago, I got this email from a gentleman named Mark. Now, Mark lives just over an hour away from me, so not too terribly far. And he goes on this trip a couple times a year with a good friend of his. And they head off on this trip, and they go have some fun, visit a place, ride rides. And he covers everything because it's a friend of his. Well, as they're getting ready to go, his friend had to bail on him because they had some things come up, and he just had to go and take care of those. And wasn't able to make it. So he sent me an email and said, hey, this stuff's already arranged. I'm already going. Are you interested in going along? And we can cover you. Which I'm going, okay, I have no money for anything right now, so this could be cool. I could use a credit card. Don't want to use a credit card. And so we start talking and following up, and it turns out everything works perfectly. The dates fit perfectly into my schedules and what's going on. And so I am actually getting into a car on Wednesday for a approximately 12 to 14 hour drive. We are heading up north to this park that, ironically, people know about my visit in the rain, and we've got like a 50% chance of rain on our first day at the park. But we are going to Cedar Point, and I will be at Cedar Point next Thursday and Friday. I will be there for 2 days, so I am super, super excited. The last time I was there was 2002 when Wicked Twister was new. So I am looking at getting on... Maverick is new, Rougarou is new, Gatekeeper is new, Valraven is new, and now I'm hearing about a fallen wheel off the other one I'm dying to get, which is Steel Vengeance. So now I'm kind of going, okay, now I've got rain, and please get this wheel thing fixed so we can have the coaster open, because I'm hoping to get Steel Vengeance. And if you didn't hear, it had a drive wheel fall off today. So hopefully that's a minor thing and they get it up and running. But I am so excited about getting back to Cedar Point. Everybody always thinks about the bad visit. They don't always realize they have to go, but it's going to be cool. 2 days there. We'll be there all day Thursday and probably most of the day, if not all day Friday. I am looking at having a meet and greet, so if you were in the area and you would like to hook up and meet me, Friday at 1 o'clock we'll be meeting. So those of you who are in the area, I hope that... you can let me know what's a good place to meet, because it's been so long I don't know the park anymore. But really, really excited. Yes, I am doing a meet and greet in September, Kendra. I have not announced the date yet because I got to get my calendar nailed down. I will be doing a meet and greet at Silver Dollar City in September, and I just have not had a chance to nail the date. In fact, I don't even have my calendar up here. And I've got to get it confirmed with my wife and everything. So, Cedar Point, next Thursday and Friday. Silver Dollar City will be doing in September. But yes, just really excited. Oh, and I know what else I was going to announce. See, there's a reason I wrote all this stuff down, because I knew I would forget things. But yeah, Dorothy, right now, the weather forecaster is saying 50% chance of rain on Thursday, and Friday is like a 20%. So we will be good on that. Really excited about that. I'm also going to be doing one other thing too, and I'm thinking ahead to September here. Most of you know about Patreon. Patreon is actually really my financial support for the channel. Just because the traffic and the advertising revenue and stuff is really kind of up and down. It's not a real big funding source. But the people who support me on Patreon, honestly, they bless me so much. And where did I just put it? Wow, I just got a camera and I set it aside already. Don't you love it when you're on live TV? But they have really blessed. A lot of the equipment that I use has come from people on Patreon. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. This gentleman has financially supported me in so many ways. Some of the packages have come from patrons. And so I have been really blessed that way. So what I'm going to do with the Disney trip in October, this is my early plan. I'm kind of working on it. But what I want to do is, for anybody who is a patron of mine, at least $1 a month, I'm going to send you a postcard from Disney World. Now, if you're at the $1 a month level, I'm going to actually buy the postcard ahead of time. It'll be a Disney card, but I will mail it from Disney World. Now, if you were $3 a month or more, then I will actually buy a postcard from Disney World itself, because the postcards there run at least $2. They're not cheap. And then I will mail you a personal postcard from Disney World. So if you're interested in getting a postcard from me, mailed from Disney World, stamped from there, hook up with Patron, cost you $1. Anybody who is signed on before October 1st will be able to get a postcard from me. That way I can get the whole list together. So there's just a little fun incentive for you to be able to do. So, Truly Cat, love to see your fan mail. Let's see. Dan Hallett, yes, I enjoy Carpetbagger's video. That's actually not the first video of his I've seen. So, enjoy his stuff. Let's see. Park just had a few new rides come in. Awesome, Gordon. Know where you're going to be on Wednesday? School. Yes, my wife's first day of school teaching is on Wednesday as well. So I'll actually be at her school for like an hour, wave to a couple of her students, and then say bye. So, let's see. For those wondering how far it is, how long it takes to get from Ohio to Florida, we drove down to Florida 3 years ago? About 3 years ago. and it took us 2 days. It was a 25-hour drive, 23-hour drive, something like that. That's with a car. A lot more in a bike. So, I do have one more piece of mail here. What are some of the favorite pins that you have? Figment. I love Figment. I love Chip and Dale. Some of the Star Wars pins, some of them are kind of cheesy looking. To give you an example of ones I'm like, eh. The Sum-Sums are really popular right now. Those are, eh. These are traders for me. So, but yeah, Cedar Point was the big announcement. Yeah, because I never thought I'd get back to Cedar Point. Honestly, Cedar Point has been a dream of mine for over 10 years. It really is. So that was the big announcement. And I honestly did not think I was going to get to go. When I saw them announce Steel Vengeance this year, I was just like, oh my goodness, awesome coaster, and I'm never going to get to ride this thing. And now it looks like, who knows, that may still be the case, depending upon if they can get it reopened. But yeah, Cedar Point is just, it was really, in my mind, it was a fantasy. So was Disneyland Paris. So was staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. This year has really been a crazy year for stuff I never dreamed of happening. And just crazy. Honestly, Israel. So I have been blessed. We've honestly, if I can share, like I said, I've got this other big box here. I want to open it, but I hope you don't mind me getting a little goofy on you. When I started doing the channel, it was just kind of as a fun thing, and hey, if I get some subscribers and people interact, it would be awesome. And it has reached levels I never expected. But this last year, we've had such crazy things. When I first got diagnosed with my heart condition at the end of last year, it was September and the first part of October, and I was sitting there going, this kind of stinks. And just thinking about watching my bills go up and the expenses, and we typically use our tax return money for travel, and I knew that most of my tax return was going to have to go to medical bills and stuff, and it was just kind of this time where I went, ugh. And then I had somebody, in fact, the guy who sent me this was the one who suggested I do the bit about talking about going back to Disney World and having people help, and I honestly thought I was going to get booed off the internet, and just absolutely in awe of the response. I'm still in shock over the response. And getting to go back to Disney was crazy. It was wonderful. It was fantastic. And I figured that would be about the end of it. Well, then, shortly after that, my in-laws told us about Israel and paid for that. And again, I'm going, oh my goodness, here we're doing this dream trip. Well, and then I got to go to France, which was something I never imagined, and all of these trips have been happening, and it's been other people covering it and chipping in, and I'm, because I can't afford it, I'm just going, oh my goodness, this is nuts, this is crazy, it's fantastic, it's wonderful, but and then to find out we're going back to Disney in October. Again, it's a media company called Teach Media, and he contacts me and says, hey, would you be interested in going back? Well, yeah, duh. And now to find out I'm going to Cedar Point, it has been overwhelmingly incredible. And I honestly, I can't tell you how excited and humbled and grateful, and it's just been such an unexpected thing this year. It really has. And we've been having some stuff that this year has been tough, and so it's really been wonderful. The medical bills, my heart condition. We found out about a month ago that my stepfather has stage 4 cancer, and has maybe Christmas or a little bit after, and so this has just been wonderful. So I can't tell you how grateful again I am for everybody's support, the emotional support, the prayers, and everything else. So thank you about all that. Yes, Mike's Coaster. Yes, Cedar Point. I will be there next Thursday and Friday, the 11th and 12th. We will have a meet and greet at Cedar Point at 1 o'clock on Friday, and I will try to let you know exactly where. I am definitely riding Cedar Downs. Absolutely. That was one ride I remember from my other trip and loved it, so I will be doing that. I will not have any on-ride video. I want to make that clear now. Cedar Point does have a policy that they do not allow cameras on any of the rides except for the train. And so you won't see anything like that, but I will have a lot of off-ride video and vlogging. Let's see here. 59 days. Are you going to Disney in 59 days, Allison? You'll be there when we're there, because we're leaving in 60 days. We'll arrive 60 days from today, so you'll be there at the same time we are. Anyways, let me get this box open. This is from Leah, who is in Winnipeg, Canada. And she has this thing taped up all over the place. And I don't know how I'm going to get this open, so this is going to take me a little bit of problem. Yeah, tomorrow is the 11th. I'm going... Oh, okay. What date? Oh, I'm looking at October. I'm sorry. October 11th, I will be at Disney. I will be at Cedar Point the 16th and 17th. Whew, I'm really getting my calendar back. So Thursday the 16th, Friday the 17th, I will be at Cedar Point, and the meet and greet will be on Friday the 17th at 1 o'clock. Thank you for the correction update, Melissa. I'm like, woo, going backwards. And I gotta see if I can get this box open. Let's see. I mean, you can see she's got tape all over. And then paper and 2 days at Disney. Yay for Annalie! Now, I was saying with Disney, too, I could not get fast passes to Flight of Passage. So that first day, Wednesday, October 10th, we will be... The park, Animal Kingdom opens up at 9. We will probably be at the park at 8 to get on Flight of Passage early. So, do I like old cartoons or modern cartoons? Yes. I love cartoons. Alright. Time for the scissors on this one. Be at Disney on my son's birthday. Well, happy birthday 2 months early, Gareth. Do I ever live stream services? Scott's asking about church services. We do sometimes live stream our church services, but we do it on Facebook, not YouTube. And so if you want to see, it's only the sermon or the message, but you can look for New Hope Church of Crane AG, something like that on there, and that's where you can see the sermons. Ugh. Laughing Sal, ooh, there's something. Oh, Laughing Sal was actually an amusement machine that I love to play with at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk when I was in college. Really cool. Austin, yes you did. I'm going to Cedar Point next week. That is the big announcement. Little boy. Whew, so what do I get? I opened up the box and look, it's more tape. Top. Okay, I do have a top on the box. That's good to know. Yes, last time I was at Cedar Point, Wicked Twister was brand new, and we got to ride on that, and that was really cool. But there were a couple coasters there. I only got one side of Gemini. I did get 2 rides on Millennium Force, including one in the back row, which was very cool. But yes, there's so much I haven't experienced. Disney World for Mickey's Not So Scary. Allison brings up another thing. I mentioned that we'll be at Not So Scary on Thursday, October 11th, and I haven't mentioned my family's costumes. Yes, my wife is actually going to be dressing up and trick-or-treating for the first time in her life. My daughter is going to be Pirate Tinkerbell. My wife is going to be Wendy. I'm going to be Smee. And my son right now thinks he's going to be Cubby, one of the Lost Boys. So you will see pictures of us in costume. And Marissa, yes, I already have the app. Extra Magic Hours is actually on a day that we're not going to Animal Kingdom, so it's probably not going to happen because we've only got 3 days and a bare morning, so we just don't have time. And since we're arriving really late on one night, staying late on another night, we've got a couple mornings that we'll actually be sleeping in a little bit. So let's see. Ooh, pretty postcard. To SirWillow. I really enjoy watching your YouTube channels. I've enclosed a few things I've handmade for you and your family. Oh, this is going to be cool. I love handmade stuff. I love the postcard, too. That's so neat. Wow. I'm not even sure where... This is... Oh, Ontario Place. So that's from Ontario. My first thought was it was Epcot. Because of the spaceship. And then I realized that's not the whole ball. Oh, my daughter's going to love this. I don't know if she's watching or not. It's a piggy. Amber's going to be Pirate Tinkerbell. That is cute. Amber, I got you a new pet. Let's see. I got bags. Lots of bags. Whee! Making sure I don't throw anything else. There is. These are so neat. And you handmade all of these, Leah? This is so cool. Mouse cloth. How cool. Cupcake cloth. Yummies. Ooh. Coffee Crisp Minis. Kind of like a coffee flavored Kit Kat. Kit Kat's one of my favorite bars. I love Kit Kats. Canada luggage tag. That is very cool. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Keychains. There is a Canada keychain, and then a really neat keychain with a bottle opener on it. Some of you are probably then going, what? You open up bottles? Yes. Those of us who are old timers who remember those days. That is for Mrs. SirWillow, Lady Willow, Margaret. So I'll let her come get that. I think she's hiding in the back. So we've got stickers. Oh, how cool. Mickey Mouse stickers. See, people are asking what I like. This is the kind of stuff I love here. There are brochures for the museums. And then the Transcosta Museum. Oh, International Peace Garden. That would be kind of neat. And we've got railway brochures. Let's see if we can hold those up where you can actually see them. There we go. Churchill, Manitoba, Tours and Transportation, Nature First. And Great White Bear Tours Incorporated. Ooh, that's a neat picture on there. You want to go visit the polar bears? How cool. How very cool. And then I've got, looks like a blanket. Ooh. Table runner. Okay. Awesome. Margaret! It says open with Mrs. SirWillow, and I don't know if she's up to this or not. I don't think she was expecting to be on. Uh-oh. Hey, hon? Can you open the door? I'm sorry. I don't want to sit here and leave the camera dead silent for a couple minutes. But I want to show her. Let's see. So let me catch a couple questions. You make a perfect Smee. My only problem with Smee is I don't think my voice is great for it. But we'll see. Dragon Iron, Debbie mentions. Yes, that was actually the first Cedar Point coaster I ever went on. Let's see. Why don't I go as Hook? I actually originally thought about going as Hook, Gordon. The problem is trying to get a coat for Captain Hook. The cheapest one I could find started off at about $50. And it didn't look real good. It looked like it fall apart. So if you want a decent coat for Captain Hook, you're looking $80 or more, and our budget doesn't have that. It would be expensive to put together a decent-looking Captain Hook costume. So that's why no Hook. That's why I went with Smee. Smee's much easier. I found a shirt online for $12. And it'll work great. So yeah, Chula Cat, I would love it. Herd Breakers is very nice. I don't know where we're staying. I don't think we're staying at Breakers. So, yeah, so I don't know which hotel. That's one of those things that I'm along for the ride, and my job is to keep him awake while we drive. But I'll see where we're staying when we get up there. Let's see. Railway Museum not far from us. When I lived in Sacramento, we had 2 different railway museums. They were fun. Hey, hon. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Are you up to be on camera for a minute? She's like, because she was laying down resting, so please tell her she looks beautiful, because she does, but she never thinks she does. But I have this envelope that says I'm supposed to open it with you. Okay. So I will let you open it, because this is a lady named Leah up in Manitoba, Canada. So we've got a mouse cloth and, cupcake cloths.
Oh, how precious.
So you can kind of see the cupcake in there. I don't know if you can see the cupcake in there.
Human being.
So it's oh yeah, you can see it there. And
what a sweet person.
Helps if I hold it right side up.
It's beautiful.
There you go.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
So I don't know what's in the card.
There's a card.
Oh, 20. Okay, so this is for our anniversary. Ah. There you go. Thinking of you two on your anniversary. Celebrating with you and wishing you many more beautiful years together. Congratulations from Leah.
Thank you, Leah.
And then she's got a package here that is specifically for you.
Aww.
So I will let you do that while I answer a couple other questions. One up, girl. Don't worry, you'll eventually get on some bigger coasters. Oh yeah, the coat hanger hook. Getting the hook would have been easy for Hook. It was the coat and the other stuff that just killed it.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, that's pretty.
Wow, look at the beautiful. It's like patriotic, really.
Yep. Which is funny since she's from Canada.
It's beautiful.
Anna Banana. Okay, been watching videos for a while and just want to say hi for a second. I thought she said, you're beautiful, Mrs. Willow, just beautiful. Okay, Margaret, you're beautiful. She's always pretty, though.
This is beautiful.
Love Margaret's hair. Hair looks phenomenal. That hair, if only I could grow mine so beautifully.
This is beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any hair care tips?
Keep it moisturized. Brush it carefully.
So thank you so much, Leah.
Thank you. It's so sweet.
Yes, our anniversary was wonderful.
Sweet.
We were actually in Israel on our anniversary. So when you're seeing those videos, the last video I just posted, actually, our anniversary date was one of those days in that video.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Thank you.
There you go.
So
I'll let you go hide
much.
again. You take that. That's yours.
Whoops.
It's okay. Hey, it's not like I haven't made a mess. All right. So let's see. We got the mail. Thank you, Leah. Thank you to Barry, too. And, just neat stuff. Let's see. Covered the flea market stuff with original Disney World mugs. You're welcome, John Root, for the Jerusalem videos. And actually, Jerusalem's coming up in the next one, so watch for that on Monday. Let's see. Got the camera from Leo. Thank you. Did the announcement about Cedar Point, so I think we're good there. Wow. 51 minutes, and I actually covered what I needed to cover. So, we've got a little bit of time. We've still got almost 60 of you. Hey, ask me anything. We've got probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Throw some more questions at me if I haven't answered them yet. Because I know there were a bunch of people posting, and I wasn't able to keep up with quite everything. So, anything else? Been to the water park side over 20 years ago, but not the roller coaster side. I actually haven't been to the water park side at all, so I don't think we're planning on doing that. I don't believe that's on the agenda. I believe it's just coasters. So, have a wonderful night, Gordon. I'm guessing you're probably on the other side of the pond, so... no, it wasn't the 3D camera. It is sitting right there. So, I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to play Cedar Point. I'm going to be walking down the midway going... What's my favorite color? It depends upon what it is. If it's to wear, I like wearing black. Even though I'm not goth, I do like black. But I also like red and blue. So, would I rather ride the train at Silver Dollar City or perform for passengers? I really loved performing. I had a blast being able to interact and mess around. Riding was fine as long as I was the conductor and I could kind of joke a little bit, but being able to perform and rob the train and everything, that was the highlight of the day. And most of us who robbed the train, robbing was the best part. We loved conducting too, but it was just fun to be able to go out there and goof off. So, what is my wife looking forward to at Disney? Beauty and the Beast. I managed to get a reservation at Be Our Guest, so I am excited about that. And then we'll go see the Beauty and the Beast show at Studios. Beauty and the Beast is her favorite thing, so as far as I know, that's it. She's just looking forward to go. The whole family is like, we haven't been there in forever, so it's really cool. How did I ask my wife to marry you? In a way that I would tell everybody, don't do it. We met at college, and I was very young and not as mature as I would have liked to think I was. And so we were dating, and off and on for the first year, and just my immaturity was really not good. And so we had a lot of rough spots. You know, young couples, when they're trying to hash things out, we had a lot of arguments and everything. And we were actually in this little private area on campus that people would go to talk. And we were having an argument and just being like young people are sometimes when they're being silly. And we had some harsh words, and she looked at me and said, I don't think you even like me. Do you even care about me at all? And I looked at her and said, do I care about you? I want you to marry me. In the middle of a fight. And yeah, that was my really sad, really terrible proposal. Don't do that. Smart girl, she made me wait. She says, what? Huh? It ended the fight, but she was... she made me wait almost 2 months before she actually gave me an answer. So, and I gave her, again, sort of a little bit nicer proposal, but it wasn't. I slacked on that. I was a failure at proposal. So... did I ever get to go to the old Geauga Lake Park? I was there when it was still Six Flags Worlds of Adventure in 2002 and had about 5 or 6 hours, so I got to ride most of the coasters. Didn't get to ride Villain or Giant Dipper. Big Dipper. But I got most of everything else. Drove through Charleston, so kids love postcards. Favorite cartoon characters? Too many. Favorite Disney villain? Probably Cruella de Vil, and just because I got to work with her at Disney. Oh, that'd be cool, Sadie. It'd be fun to have a hook for Captain Hook to... Oh, make me a coat. Oh, yeah, it would just cost so much, though, for shipping. But I appreciate the thought. I really do. Marissa, not really any movies, not in the parks, I wish. But then I don't really think about that so much. I love what's there, and I don't think about necessarily what's not. What type of music do I like? I like almost everything, honestly. There's very little I don't listen to. I sort of attempt to play guitar. I know a few chords and a couple strums, but not much. What fast passes did I make? Easiest thing to do is to show you the calendar again. And everything in green is my fast passes. So Navi River Journey. So we'll gate drop so we can get Forbidden... Flight of Passage, that's what I'm trying to say. Kilimanjaro Safari and Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, we're meeting Tinkerbell. We're doing Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Splash Mountain. And then we've got the Not So Scary that night. At Studios, it's Toy Story Mania, Star Tours, and Twilight Zone. And hopefully the line will have gone down and we can get Slinky Dog. We'll see. I don't know if we'll have time for that. And then early Saturday morning, we've got Frozen and Spaceship Earth. And we're going to try and catch Soaring and maybe Test Track in the morning on Friday the 12th. So that's kind of the fast passes in our plan right now. So, favorite workout routine. I hate working out. That's why I'm fat. That's why I'm trying to lose weight. No, I have not set a time for the meet and greet in November, just the date. So November 2nd, and as the date gets closer, we will get that nailed down. First thing I'm going to do at Disney World, I'm going to my hotel and sleeping. We're arriving on the plane at 11:45 at night, and so we're riding the Magical Express to Animal Kingdom Lodge, going up to our room, and we're crashing. Let's see. Baking a pie for Christmas dinner. Hey, it's still a better proposal than what I gave my wife. Let's see. What's the big Cedar Point announcement? I'm going to be there next week. Actually, it'll be the 3rd time I've been there. I was there in 2001 when it rained on me and pretty much rained everything out. I was there in spring of 2002 and did more rides. But I am going next week. We're leaving Wednesday, and I will be at Cedar Point on Thursday and Friday of next week, the 16th and 17th. And we're having a meetup on Friday at 1 o'clock. Watch my channel. I will do an announcement. I'll post up an announcement. I will probably do a live feed maybe Thursday. I'll probably do a live feed Thursday, just let people know where we're going to meet. And then Friday, I will do a live feed from whoever is able to be there and meet. So hopefully we'll get a few. Jewel Cat, I'm so happy that I helped. It's always neat when I find out I got to help people. Am I going to go Disney bounding? No. Since we're going to the Not So Scary event, we're doing costumes. We're going as part of the Peter Pan crew. The rest of the time, I'll probably be wearing my my SirWillow Confessions of Theme Park Worker shirts. Theme Park Worker? Boy, that sounded really good, didn't it? Luminaria, start working on them. Bringing people to Disney World that aren't Disney fans. Just try to introduce them to all things Disney. I find it's very few people who can't find things at Disney that they don't enjoy, and especially if they go ahead and let themselves be kids. Just that's the biggest thing. It's for kids of all ages. Let them be a kid. Tell them it's okay. Good night, Gordon. Good to see you. When am I doing the September meet and greet? I don't really know, Billy. I haven't looked at it that close. Let me see if I can come up with a day here. And right now, my September is open. I'm just going to say tentatively, do not put this in stone, but September 15th, so just over a month from today. I don't know what the times are or anything else yet. I will get that information out. I will do a live stream announcement on it. I'll post it on Facebook and the YouTube channel and other stuff. But let's just say tentatively September 15th for Silver Dollar City. And I will let you know if that has to change for anything else. Okay? Let's see. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck what wood a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I can actually say it faster than that usually, but I'm kind of off right now. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck what would a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Okay. Oh, that would be fun, Heidi, to do the whole Peter Pan crew with the baby Tink. So, do I have friends that still work at Disney? Yes, I do. And in fact, Rebecca, if you actually watch my videos from January, it was my friends that work at Disney that helped me get into the parks each day. For 2 of the days, it was actually one of my viewers. In fact, it was Larry, who was in the college program and sent me his tag. And then it was some other friends of mine who worked there, and I actually met up with several of my friends who still work there too. So yes, I still have friends, and I actually ran into photographers I used to work with who were still working. That was really cool. So, best Disney bound I've seen. Really, the Disney bound things I've seen have all been online. Disney bounding did not exist when I worked at Disney. I left in 2011, and Disney bounding is really something that started around 2015 or so. People hadn't thought of it. They just thought about costumes, and we can't wear costumes, and well, I don't want to wear a costume. And it wasn't until just a few years ago people started getting creative with it. So Disney bounding really was not a thing that anybody had ever heard of. And there might have been a couple people that kind of did it, but it wasn't with this idea of I'm going to Disney bound. So it's been really kind of neat to see that happen. So I think that's all the questions there. Watching. Have a good night, John Root. It was good to have you on with us. So thank you so much to everybody. Again, thank you to those who sent mail. I love mail. Honestly, y'all have no idea how much this means to me and how many times I go back and reread the letters and the notes and the cards and look at the stuff that people sent me. So it really is an incredible blessing. And thank you to the encouragement. See some of you at Cedar Point. If you're able to go to Cedar Point, please leave a comment in the comments below. Post on the Facebook group page. Look for the links in the description for all that. So Cedar Point next Friday at 1. And let me know if you can be there. And I'll make sure I let you know when or where exactly. September 15th at Silver Dollar City. And then Wednesday, October 10th at 3 o'clock at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So there's kind of your meet and greet times and places. So hopefully we can see a number of you there. Yeah, show them SirWillow videos. I'll get them interested in Disney. Good suggestion there, Billy. Appreciate that. So thank you so much to everybody. Again, don't hesitate to leave your feedback and everything below as well. And the whole video will be archived and up for everybody in just a little bit. Thank you so much, everybody. I am so blessed, and it's because of all of you. So have a wonderful, blessed night. Thank you again.